All right, this is May 2, 2022, Texas Vestments portfolio update. As you can see, we did have a drop this year, I'm sorry, this month, rather, this past month. So we're only at roughly 9.5% for the year. I am a little concerned because my goal was definitely to best 2020, which ended at 10.5%. So I am going to be a bit aggressive about making some money this month to get that number above 10.5 for the year. We are currently about 50% cash, and so that's a really good thing because that means that we have a lot of cash that we can use to make more money with. So let's take a quick look at our current positions. You'll see international paper here. We're no longer in that position, but it's here just to kind of help with the program. Currently, there are no consumer cyclical companies that we want to get into, so we're completely out of the consumer cyclical sector. I did look at some potential corporate bonds in that sector, didn't find anything. So for right now, we're out of the consumer cyclical sector, and I think we'll stay out at least until we reshuffle our basket of stocks on next month. So July 2 will be the time that we go back and we look at potentially getting back into the consumer cyclical sector. Rogers Communications, we had a sale signal last month. The price has fallen along with the rest of the market since then, so we don't have a sell signal. Still in position, still a great position for us. The program is actually calling for us to have more shares, but right now we're kind of just sitting where we are collecting dividends. Valero is another position that I really want to make some money on options to potentially get back in. I think that's a safe bet, so I will definitely look at selling some options to purchase Valero at a cheaper price. Right now, we have a sales signal. We're up about 65% on the position, so doing really well for us. Campbell Soup, we have an option to sell at $47. Currently, the price is right around 46 and change. So that option expires actually at the end of today, because this video will be posted tomorrow. So at the end of today, this option will expire. I don't expect us to sell out of this position. If we do, that's great. If not, then I will go right back into the market and I will sell another option to sell these shares. Merck, we're up almost 10%. Don't quite have a sales signal yet, but again, doing really well for us. Paychex is a brand new position for us. We only have 10 shares, so a really small position. But we're currently down in that name. Initially, when we wanted to get in, the price was right around 125, and then the price just took off like a rocket all the way up to 140. Since then, the price has come right back down to that 125 number. So we are currently down. Don't have a buy signal yet, but that is something that we will definitely keep an eye on. All right, Southern Copper. Southern Copper, again, another small position for us. Don't have a buy signal or a sell signal. The price action has been really good. We did have I think we had a sell signal a couple months back, but currently, like I said, prices come down with the rest of the market, and so we are fine there. All right, Regions Financial. This one is interesting because I really want to purchase more shares, but I have to do a valuation of the company, meaning that I have to get the financials. They did report earnings just a couple of days ago, but they have not released their financials. So until I get those financials, until I'm able to do an in-depth evaluation on this company, we aren't going to be purchasing any shares. I will, however, look into selling some options to sell our shares if we have that available. We were able to do that last month, so looking to do that again this month. Corning, another position for us. We do have a buy signal, but I'm not going to look at purchasing more shares until I can do a valuation on this company. They did release earnings just a couple of days ago, but we don't quite have a 10Q yet to go through their financials. So I'll definitely be doing that, hopefully within the next couple of days, to potentially purchase more shares of Corning. MPW, again, has been a great position for us. The price has come way down, actually. And so based on everything I'm seeing, it's definitely a position that I would love to add to. I'll have to go back and take a look at the valuation I did on this on last quarter to see if it's safe enough for us to go in and simply purchase more shares. I'm not sure. I think they just reported earnings, so I'll want to wait until those financials are available to do that as well. All right, Entergy, small position for us, doing really well. We do have a sales signal, so we'll look today at potentially replacing this position with another utility. And that is it. Let's see, anything that I wanted to talk about? Not really. Oh, I did want to take a look at our sheet here. Now, I will definitely, if I can, well, it's not gonna let me. I can't blow it up at the moment, but this is something that I just started really a couple months ago, but it's really cool. Basically, it shows the portfolio's performance month to month. And so you see the dates over here, and then this is the amount of money made that month, okay? And so we have that here, and then this number is basically our monthly return. So in this month, last month we returned 1.5%, month before that 1.5%. This past month we were down 2%, and it has everything to do with our sale of international paper. What's really encouraging, though, is when you break this out, this is for total years. Now, I do have to say this. I don't have numbers going back to 2015, all right? This thing starts in September of 2016. So there is about a year missing from these numbers. But honestly, when we first started in 2015, even though we were making money, we have a year plus missing. It's just that simple, okay? But even still, we're still talking about, 6 years of performance that we can evaluate. And so this number here, the 0.63, that is our average return for the last 6 years. That's every single month we're returning almost 0.5%. And when you annualize that, that comes out to 7.8% a year. That's really good. When you talk about, wanting to put money into some sort of investment, the one thing that you always look at is how this investment has done in the past to try to give you an idea of what it will do in the future. And 7.8% is really a decent number. Really proud of myself. If you look over just the past year, and this is the past 12 months, we've returned almost 15%. And then over the last 3 years, we returned 9%. So again, really encouraging, really proud of myself, really happy to see this continue. And I am certain if you just kind of look back at the numbers, there aren't many months where we've had big losses like that. We had 1,400 last month, which is probably the largest loss that we've had in the last 6 years. Well, there you go, now 1,675. So almost the largest loss, but it doesn't happen often. Most months we post a positive number, and so I'm encouraged, and I'm sure that we will post a positive number next month to take us above our 10.5%. These other numbers down here, I won't go into depth on these, but this is basically volatility. This is how much the portfolio moves around as far as performance goes. In total, over the last 6 years, it's moved around quite a bit from month to month. But as you can see, over the last year and over the last 3 years, it hasn't moved around that much at all. And then these are the confidence intervals. Confidence intervals is a statistical term that basically gives you 70%, basically saying there's a 70% chance that the portfolio is going to be up or down by this much. Okay, so that means next month we can expect the portfolio to be up, either 3% or down 2%, right? And then if you look at those numbers over the last year and over the last 3 years, you can see what they are there. And then 95% confidence, and then at the end you have a 99% chance, meaning that it is almost guaranteed, right? Statistically, because you can never be 100% sure about anything, but in statistics we can be 99% sure, right? So there's a 99% chance that we're going to be either up almost 6% or we're going to be down 4%. And again, based on historical numbers, I don't think we've ever been down 4% here. Well, yeah, never mind. There's 9% there. So again, there is that chance that can happen, but more than likely, especially when you look closer to this past year, past 3 years, it hasn't been anywhere near 4%. So again, very encouraging, very happy, really excited to close this year out. Our fiscal year ends in June, so that will be the end of our fiscal year, and then the new year for 2022 will start July 2 of 2022.